Hi everyone, CFL Park Copper here at Universal Orlando, and it is the start of 2025. And we're here to talk about a Universal vacation here in 2025 and what it will look like. So you can see the Universal Ball here behind me, and that is the Universal Studios Park right behind me. And over here, behind this area, back here, this is the entrance to Islands of Adventure. And there's a brand new theme park opening this summer here at Universal Orlando. So we're going to talk about everything you need to know for a 2025 Universal Orlando trip. Let's get started. Okay, so I'm going to give you a front panorama view here. This is the City Walk that I'm standing on. Again, there was Universal Studios entrance, and this over here is Islands of Adventure. So these are the two theme parks that are currently here at Universal. And we're going to go inside each one and kind of give you an overview of what is offered in each of these theme parks. But this area out here is called the City Walk. There are stores, there are restaurants. Back through this direction where I'm facing this way is where the parking garages are, where you would park your car if you're staying off site. If you're staying at a Universal Orlando resort, they have 7 different resorts. See these boats right here? Some of the resorts you can ride boats right up here to get into the parks. Some of them are close enough to walk, and a few of them take a bus, which you would come from the parking area, get into the parks if you're coming from the bus. So I'll kind of go over that. There is also an amazing water park here at Universal called Volcano Bay. It is my favorite water park here in Orlando. I attend Volcano Bay probably once a week during the summertime. It is open now during the winter as well, but it does close when it is cold out. This week is forecasted to be highs in the 50s and lows in the 30s in this week of January. So if you're coming in a winter month, it may not be the best time for the water park, but spring, summer, fall, definitely. Now, over here is the Epic Preview Center, and Epic Universe is the brand new theme park opening May 22nd. And I'm super excited for this. So I will show you the layout. They have a layout of the park inside here. And as we go, I'm just going to kind of briefly talk about how to plan for a Universal trip here in 2025. Now, Universal, just like Disney, I think is its own kind of theme park vacation. And I think you can definitely stay at one of their resort hotels and spend a week here on their property. And if you're wanting to go to Epic Universe, if you're wanting to come after May 22nd and come here, they're offering multi-day tickets to the Universal parks with 1 day being allowed to come to Epic Universe. So I think they're offering a 3-day, 4-day, or 5-day ticket. And in those 3-day tickets, 2 of them would have to be used at Universal Studios and Islands of Adventure, and 1 day could be Epic. 4 days, it would be 3 days at the other 2 parks and 1 day at Epcot. 5 days would be 4 days at the other parks and 1 day at Epcot, Epic. You can also add Volcano Bay into that package as well. But if you wanted to visit Epic more than 1 day in a 5-day period, they haven't released those details as of yet at the beginning of January 2025. I'm sure as we get closer to May, more ticket options I think are going to become available, including single-day tickets. But this is what is currently being offered if you were to book your trip right now. But let's go inside of the Epic store so you can see the layout, because they have the layout of the park here. And then I'm going to head into the Universal Studios Park and into the Islands of Adventure Park to talk about those parks as well. And we'll also talk about the resorts and what they offer. So this is going to be Epic Universe. They have lots of merch in here. So they have 5 themed lands. One's going to be How to Train Your Dragon. One is going to be Super Mario World. They're going to have the Harry Potter and the Ministry of Magic, and it's supposed to be France, similar to the World of the Fantastic Beasts. And then they're going to have a Universal Monsters Dark Universe. If you're a fan of Frankenstein and the original Universal Monsters like I am, that's going to be super cool. And the middle area is going to be Celestial Park, where you can see that yellow roller coaster here in the model. That is going to be the Starfall Racers, I think, or Stardust Racers. I can't exactly remember the name. And there's going to be a carousel in the middle. That's that little blue thing right there. So this middle area is Celestial Park. This area right in front of us is the How to Train Your Dragon area. Every land, I think, is going to have some sort of a roller coaster, it looks like. They're going to have restaurants, they're going to have shows, rides, you name it. In this little green area, this is Super Mario World. You're going to have the Mario Kart ride like they have in California and also in Japan. They're going to have the Donkey Kong roller coaster. It looks super cool. Way in the back over here, this castle, that is Frankenstein Manor. And I heard that that dark ride inside of there is supposed to be the most high-tech dark ride of its time as of to date. The white buildings in the back is going to be the Harry Potter Ministry of Magic. So lots of fun stuff coming here to Epic Universe. Now this giant hotel in the back is the Helios Hotel. It will open when the park opens May 22nd. So that is one option of hotel here at Universal where you could stay. This front side of the hotel that we're looking at goes out into the park, and the back side I think would have bus service to take you over to Universal Studios and Islands of Adventure. This property is going to be a few blocks away from where we are now at Universal Orlando. So it's going to definitely need bus transportation between this area, Epic Universe, and where we currently are. About over in this area, back here, behind the park, like in this area, there are two other hotels that are about to open. One is the Stella Luna and the other one's the Terra Nova. They are both opening here January to February. If you go onto the Universal Orlando's website, you will see the opening dates and you can already book hotel rooms for those. So if you're coming on a Universal trip early spring before Epic opens, you could stay at one of those brand new properties that are going to be placed over here. And again, you would just take bus service to get to the Universal property where we are right now with City Walk, Islands of Adventure, Universal Studios, and Volcano Bay. All right, we're going to head towards the Universal Studios Park, but as we do, I want to talk about the rest of the hotels. So here towards Islands of Adventure, this way off of the City Walk, there are a few hotels. I think there's four. It's the Royal Pacific Hotel, the Sapphire Falls Hotel, the Aventura Hotel, and the Cabana Bay Resort Hotel. And going this way towards the studios, down this way is the Hard Rock Hotel and the Portofino Hotel. And again, you can take boat to some of those. They're easily walkable. And then you can go out to the City Walk past the parking garage back that way and get bus service. And then there's another hotel that's halfway between here and where Epic Universe is going to be. And that is called the Dockside and the Surfside Resort. And that you could also walk here. I don't think you'll be able to walk to Epic, but you would get bus service. You can, and then they have bus service, of course, as well. But if you wanted to walk, you could. So everything is pretty easily accessible. The top tier hotels offer express pass to the parks included with their resort stay. And those three hotels are the Royal Pacific, Hard Rock Hotel, and the Portofino Bay Hotel. So if you want express pass on your trip, getting the hotel rooms at those resorts will actually save you money on express pass. And here's a tip and trick, because you're going to look at those hotels and see the prices per night and you're going to kind of be like, whoa, I don't know if I can do that for a whole 3 or 4 or 5 days. Some people will stay at one of those resorts one night, and for that one night you can get express for 2 days, your check-in day and check-out day. And then they'll move to one of the cheaper hotels and do the rest of their vacation and do another 2 to 3 days without express and do it that way and kind of have a little bit more relaxed time once they've done the 2 days of express. So that could be an option that could make rides and express pass a little bit more affordable for your family. Now, express pass is also really going to matter when it's busy. So this is the end of winter break. This is the beginning of January. It is still really busy this week. However, by next week, the crowds are going to die off a lot as schools are going back in session, and things like that. So then the next big crowd season will be spring break, which is March, into Easter, which is late April this year. And then summer is going to be busy with Epic Universe. Epic Universe May 22nd is going to fall right into Memorial Day weekend, and it will be busy all summer. So express pass is going to matter really based on when you travel, how busy it is, if you're going to want express or not. But now we're headed into Universal Studios, so let's check out everything they have to offer this park. All right, everyone, so we're inside Universal Studios. This is the original park here at Universal Orlando. This park opened in June of 1990, and it housed classic rides like E.T. and Jaws and Back to the Future and the Kongfrontation of King Kong and the Earthquake ride. And the only ride still left out of those original rides is E.T. The whole rest of the park has been made over. And it's pretty cool. It's a fun park. I really enjoy coming here. This whole front area is all Minion land. They have the Despicable Me Minion Mayhem ride, and on this side they have the Minion Villain Con Minion Blast ride. Now, here's a real life example about Express Pass. And the regular standby entrance is where it says attraction entrance, and that's 75 minutes currently. Express Pass, again, if you were staying at one of those resort hotels, or if you just pay for Express for the day, it helps you bypass that standby line. Typically, it's about half of the wait time or less. So like right here at the Minion Blast is only a 15-minute wait. The Express Pass would be like pretty much walk on. In the 75-minute wait over here for Despicable Me Minion Mayhem, it may be as long as 40 minutes. But sometimes I've gotten really lucky and it's a lot less than half of the wait time. It just really depends how many people are using Express at that moment and so on. So that's an example of what Express is. And again, I highly recommend it, especially when it's busy season. And I think I would just get one of the expensive resorts that offer it, maybe for 2 nights of my trip or 1 night of my trip and have it for 2 days, you know, that kind of thing. So, you know, it's going to depend on your family and your expenses and what you want to do while you're here. And if rides are really important to you and that kind of thing as well. So next to this is the Rip Ride Rocket roller coaster. Now this roller coaster is going to close this year. It's scheduled to close at the beginning of September to make way for a new ride. I think they're going to build a new roller coaster. They haven't really given any details, but that's coming into this area. They also have a Minion Cafe where you can eat over here, and it's really good food. A lot of the Universal quick service restaurants offer other things besides just burgers and chicken tenders and pizza. Some of them do offer those things and they are good, but sometimes, you know, when you're here for a week, you want other food. And I find the Minion Cafe is somewhere where I can get a nice sit-down meal in a quick service manner. So they have like a teriyaki chicken with Szechuan noodles, and you get like a whole half a chicken almost. It's a really big size portion. They have a salmon here with rice, and they have a lot of other good choices too. So it's a fun place to come and eat. It's a fun place for kids to come and eat. And one thing that I really like about the quick service restaurants here at Universal is you don't just have to stand in line and order your food and then go sit down. A lot of times you can go in, sit down at the table, mobile order on the Universal Orlando app, and they will bring it directly to your table. So it's kind of like dining at a sit-down restaurant. So get familiar with the Universal Orlando app on your phone before you come. You can attach a credit card to it for spending. And that way when you mobile order, you'll already have your credit card in there that can pay for your food and drink. And it just adds a layer of convenience to your trip that you're going to really enjoy. Now, a lot of the rides here at the Universal Studios side are indoor rides. Some of them are 3D, like the Race Through New York starring Jimmy Fallon. There's a couple of indoor roller coasters. The Mummy right over here is one of them. In the back of the park, they have Harry Potter and the Escape from Gringotts. That's an indoor roller coaster in 3D, and that's inside Diagon Alley. We will go take a look at Diagon Alley. If you are a Harry Potter fan, each one of these theme parks offers a different section of Harry Potter. So I mentioned that the new Epic Universe is going to offer the Ministry of Magic and the France side of Harry Potter with the Fantastic Beasts. This park houses Diagon Alley, and the Islands of Adventure houses Hogwarts Castle. So there's all different sides to Harry Potter world here at Universal Orlando. And if you're a Harry Potter fan, you want to see all of them. So we'll definitely go check them out in detail. Now, as you see, Christmas is wrapping up, and this park houses all of the holiday events. So here we just finished Christmas. They had a Christmas parade that went through the park here at Universal Studios. This right here was a tribute store for Christmas merchandise. At Halloween, this is where Halloween Horror Nights is housed in this park. They have 10 haunted houses, 5 scare zones. It's an amazing event, and it runs from Labor Day all the way through Halloween. If you like scary things, I highly recommend coming to Halloween Horror Nights and booking a fall trip. And you can check all of that out on Universal's website, Universal Orlando's website, to get more details. But coming up here in the next month, they will house the Mardi Gras here at Universal Orlando, here at the Studios Park. They will do a Mardi Gras parade with beads. They do food. So this is always the park that I go to for festivals, for holiday events, because there's always something going on for some kind of holiday in this park, and it's a lot of fun. Besides just coming here to do rides and just spend the day. All right, everyone, we are now going to go inside Diagon Alley. And as you can see, this just kind of looks like a facade here of London. But when you go through these bricks right here, this hole in the bricks, this takes you into Diagon Alley. So this is easily missable, and you would just keep traveling around the park looking for it and never see it. unless you go through the bricks, just like in the story. So let's go in. Here we are inside Diagon Alley. Now, this area you can try butterbeer, hot, cold, or frozen. They have a restaurant here, the Leaky Cauldron, which has a lot of British fare. There is a restaurant in the Hogsmeade side as well over at Islands of Adventure. We'll definitely check out the Hogsmeade side. The Gringotts Bank straight ahead of us. That dragon sometimes spews fire if you come at just the right moment. And inside there is the ride, Harry Potter and the Escape from Gringotts. You can buy a wand and cast spells in this area, and you can also cast spells in the Hogsmeade side as well at Islands of Adventure. Here is Ollivander's Wand Shop where you can buy a wand. Here is the line now to get in. You can also buy robes, all kinds of stuff here. They have lots of stores in this area. They have Florian Fortescue's ice cream, which is absolutely delicious. You can even get soft serve butterbeer flavored ice cream, but I love some of the other flavors as well. It's just a fun place to come and get ice cream. So this is Diagon Alley. There went the dragon. Pretty cool. Now, if you purchase a park hopping ticket where you can cross between Universal Studios and Islands of Adventure in the same day on your visit to Universal, which I highly recommend because I think both parks are small enough that they interchange well, and you can spend like half a day in each park and get a lot done, and then maybe the next day start at the opposite park and so on. So I highly recommend doing it that way. You can travel by Harry Potter train, which is here at King's Cross, to get over to the other park. So I'm gonna ride the Harry Potter train right now to get over to Islands of Adventure, and it's gonna drop me off in the Hogsmeade section of Islands of Adventure. Now here's a clue about this train. Like right now, it's only a 10-minute wait. However, as the day goes on, this train ride will become more like 100 minutes sometimes, or 70 minutes. At that point, I find it easier just to walk back out of the front gate and go over to Islands of Adventure through the city walk. But it really just depends. If your goal is to ride the Harry Potter train, then you're gonna wanna stand in line at some point. So just so you know what you're in for, or maybe you just wanna spend some time doing both worlds of Harry Potter, then I recommend doing them early in the morning and using the train earlier in the day, like I am now, where it's less of a wait. And then down here, they'll scan your park ticket to change parks. All right, everyone, so we are now off the train in Hogsmeade here at Islands of Adventure. Here is Hogsmeade, and it always has snow on the roofs here in Hogsmeade, even in the summertime. So don't let it be fooled thinking, oh, it's January, it snowed. Nope. It's always like that here. So it's kind of magical all the time here. Now, just like in Diagon Alley at Universal Studios, you can try butterbeer. They have shops where you can get robes and all the stuff. You can get the wand here. You can use the wand here to cast spells. So if you have Harry Potter fans in your party traveling here to Universal Orlando, I highly recommend maybe just spending a day traveling between the two lands, Diagon Alley and Hogsmeade, and definitely getting that park hopper ticket so you can use the train. Now this ride over here, Hagrid's Magical Creature Motorbike Adventure, is the most popular ride I would say right now in all of Universal Orlando. It is currently a 130-minute wait. It does have early morning access if you are staying at a resort hotel. You can get in an hour before the park opens and try to get on this quickly, but I really suggest being at the gate when it opens. So if the park opens at 9 and the early park admission would open at 8, you need to be in front of Islands of Adventure really around 7:30 to guarantee that you're going to get on this quickly. This ride does not use Express Pass. It is the only ride that doesn't because it is just so popular. So I find the best time to do this if you're not an early morning person is actually late afternoon. 2 to 5, it'll drop down to 60 to 70-minute waits. Of course, if you're traveling in a less busy season, it won't be so bad, but it is still part of the peak end of winter break right now, so that is why it is so busy. But this is definitely worth doing. If you like roller coasters, like motorbikes, it's a ton of fun. They also have a restaurant called the Three Broomsticks. It is slightly different from the Leaky Cauldron. The Leaky Cauldron over at the Universal Studios side in Diagon Alley really just has British fare. But this restaurant has some British fare, fish and chips, shepherd's pie, but they also have roast chicken, barbecued ribs, and you can get it family style, where like you pay like $75 and I think it'll feed the family of 4. Chicken, ribs, corn on the cob, potatoes, salad. So that's a pretty good deal inside of the Three Broomsticks. And that is a fun place to eat. I enjoy eating there. And it's similar to the quick service like I talked about at the Minions, where you go in and get a table. You can mobile order from your phone and they'll deliver it to your table. Now inside Hogwarts Castle is a ride, Harry Potter and the Forbidden Journey. So you can go on into the castle and do the ride, and the queue into the castle is very cool as well. And at night they do a castle projection show here. Hogwarts Always. During the Christmas season, they just had a Christmas projection show. So always something fun going on here in Hogsmeade. We're now headed into Jurassic Park. So when I get back to the front of the park, since I came in from the train, I didn't come in at the front, I'll kind of give you a lay of the land. But Islands of Adventure has 5 or 6 different lands that you continuously walk through. It's one giant circle, but you go from land to land. So this theme park has more thrill rides, I would say. The studios, more indoor rides. They are thrilling, but I'd say the ones here at Islands definitely step it up a bit from what's offered at the studio side. This park tends to be just a little bit more crowded, I feel like, because of the popularity of the rides, like the Hagrid's motorbike. And down here is the Velocicoaster, which I'd say is the most intense roller coaster and best roller coaster in all of Orlando. Let's come take a look at it. All right, here is the Velocicoaster. This is such a great ride. There are so many awesome elements. It's a launch coaster. It has several inversions. This giant hill into this complete upside down right over us. It's just so much fun. If you like high-speed thrill, you're definitely going to want to take a ride on Velocicoaster. Here it comes. Check out that roll over the lake. So awesome. So definitely check out Velocicoaster here at Islands of Adventure. All right, everyone, this is the Incredible Hulk coaster. We are now at the front of Islands of Adventure. This is the Marvel Superhero Land. And they have a Spider-Man ride over here. And I'm gonna give you a full layout of the park from the front. It's a little bit easier, but this is the front of the park where you would come in to Islands of Adventure. Again, we took the train, so we landed in Hogsmeade, coming from Universal Studios. But if you came from the City Walk, this is where you would enter. Okay, going around the park from your right, if this again was the entrance right over here, this over here is Seuss Landing, Dr. Seuss Land. They have the Cat in the Hat ride. They have a Seuss trolley. It's kind of going up in the sky right now. They have a carousel. It's a great area for kids. This is the Green Eggs and Ham restaurant right here. It houses tater tots and loaded tater tots. So pizza tater tots, buffalo chicken tots, all kinds of tater tots. I think Who Hash tater tots is one of the options. So that is the Seuss Landing. Then over here, this red building, this is the Mythos restaurant. This is a sit-down restaurant here in the park. Then you see the Velocicoaster, which I showed you up close and personal with Hogsmeade. The Hogwarts Castle is up there and Hogsmeade is back there. And that is the Jurassic Park area. Over where you see the ship over here, that's the Me Ship, the Olive from Popeye. There is water rides over in this area called Toon Lagoon. They have Popeye and they have a Dudley Do-Right log flume, and back that building behind it, that is the Jurassic Park River Adventure. All 3 of those rides you get extremely wet. I don't really do them too much in the wintertime, but I definitely take advantage of them in the summer because you get absolutely soaked and it cools you down. plan to be wet. Plan for the correct shoes. Some people bring a change of clothes or sandals. I don't even think a poncho will really help you in this situation. You need to pack clothes or plan to do those right before you head back to your hotel, something like that. And then again, Superhero Island, the Marvel Superhero Island is over here with the Hulk, the Spider-Man ride. The Spider-Man ride is really cool. It's an indoor ride in 3D. It's pretty neat. So that is Islands of Adventure. Well, everyone, I hope you had a great day touring around Universal Orlando with me and checking out some of the possibilities that you could have on a 2025 trip here to Universal Orlando. Islands of Adventure, Universal Studios, they are great parks. They always have something awesome going on. Starting in the summer, there will be Epic Universe. There's Volcano Bay, the water park. So many great things. Halloween Horror Nights in the fall, the Christmas event, the Mardi Gras event in the spring. There's always a great time to travel here to Universal Orlando. If you liked today's video, hit like and subscribe down below to see more. And don't forget to hit the notification bell so you can be notified every time we upload a new video, which is usually once a week. And also subscribe on social media like Facebook and Instagram. CFL Park Hopper on both. Thanks for watching.